Hey everyone, you're playing the 1-1-1-1 format, and we're up against Magnatar, who's also playing the same format, so it should be pretty interesting. What we have here is a noise deck, where we've taken the Order and Chaos big box to get access to Eater and the Cutlery. We've taken Cyber Exodus to get Personal Workshop and Nerve Agent, and then we've taken Cash as our 3x card, just to have that extra bit of econ. So up against an RP deck, probably going to see Kamini and those kind of good things. And we'll see if he has a Jackson or not. We don't really know. This Ice Carver is pretty good. I'm going to put it down, and it's going to help us break Ichis if he has them. It's going to help with the Kamina. We can kind of put that to 0 strength for Parasite. But we're only going to have one Pawn Chop because there's only one in the core set. And that's kind of our main weakness with this deck, I would say. We have to make it up with stuff like Cyber Feeder. And Personal Workshop is also an econ card, technically. So we're going to see Susanu in there. All right, the second celebrity gift, so he's going to be covered in money. Get a back on one of the archives. It's fair. I'm going to hope this isn't Kamina. Well, if it's Kamina, we'll draw 6. I think that's fine. I think that's worth losing your Parasite. Jackson, yeah. So his 3x card is just Jackson. That's good to know. Unless he took opening moves, but I don't know if there's any other good cards in opening moves. Ooh, pop. Alright, let's see if we get some card draw. Don't hit the Parasite. Magnatar is ninjateki.net, so I have to tell him how to do it, but that's okay. Yes, we drew 3, and we lost the Parasite. Ah. Could have been better, or worse. Second Jackson in the bin. Yeah, we gotta do it. I guess we'll just get him money. Well, no, we'll play Personal Workshop. I don't think there's any harm in showing that. So we have the maximum allowable 2 Deja Vu, so we can get at most play through Parasite 3 times and then Deja 2 more times. So that's 7 Parasites. Hopefully that will do the job. And hopefully we just put all 3 Jackson in the bin, and then we can go for the noise bullshit victory. Progenitor, not too exciting right now. So we'll start loading her up. We can get our instant Parasites coming down, which will keep us safe from Kaminu. The Progenitor is like a little bit of extra memory, since we only have 1 Grimoire, and we can keep our medium on here. Oh geez, Melange. That's a lot of money. We have to kill that, I think. Do we install some cards, let the knife go? Yeah. Let's get our draw again. A lot of calorie. Okay. No Eater yet. That's okay. There's 3 copies. It'll show up. I feel like Melange is really good in this format. In that, like, you don't have that many other econ options, so being able to just, like, take 7 whenever you need to is pretty great. Kind of don't want to Parasite this because I want to Parasite bigger stuff. Need to stay off the top for our troubles. Seems good. So the draw power is not quite here in this deck. I really miss Street Peddler. But the downside of Peddler is that you end up burning a lot of your cards, and we're not playing levies, so we can't reset. So we could see a mental health clinic come down here. Presumably no Sundew would have already done something with it. Let's look for... It's kind of awkward. Guess we can host this. I don't think he's got any way to kill our workshop. Nice, double clinic. So our economy is hurting here. We've got some Armitage co-busting, which is just a miserable card, but one that we need, and at least can be pawned at the end of its usage. And, let's see, we get, oh, yeah. Don't love it, but it's what we need right now. That's something we can do the classic workshop bomb where you just run at the archives and then unload a ton of viruses onto him. If he has the big box to get mental health clinic, that would be honor and profit. What else can he have in there? Honor and profit has got Inazuma, that's important. Psychic field, probably not. Rainbow, Shikyu, Susanoo. Not a huge abundance of cards to worry about. Man, the Kamanu is quite scary. So would he have taken Caprice Nisei for his part of his pack? That pack is double time. I'm just trying to like figure out right now what can be in his deck if he took Jackson as his 3x. Oh no, he's got Baku, so he took opening moves as his pack to get Baku and Jackson. And also maybe Grim and Gift. Okay. So his 3x is probably Caprice Nisei then. Nothing else really makes sense in that context. It's pretty good. So he's opening moves, which means he's got 3 celebrity gifts. Yeah, we could have figured that out earlier once we saw Gift and Jackson together. Worrying about Grim is important. He could even have Cyberdex Trial, though probably not. So this is a Caprice push, which we probably can't beat. Let's load her up. So before he gets anything, we can try archives. Test our luck. Okay, there's no res here. Well, I kind of wanted to kill a bigger ice, but we could open up the R&D a little bit. No, I think it's fine. So there's just nothing in there. We missed on our first bunch of mills. 1 Caprice in the bin. Probably 1 Caprice here. Scores Nisei. Bad news for us. Yeah. Uh-oh. So we get a bit of money. We have our Eater online. We can pressure HQ. Try to get some parasite fodder. Future Perfect is definitely an HQ, so let's go check out what's there. This can't be used to pay the parasite in the workshop, but it can be used to run the Eater. Yeah, that one's more important to kill. We want to get the Nerve Agent on and try to make him at least play some side games. I don't think we can fight him on money. I think his money is just unlimited now. So the issue here is if we try for the knife, he can bring it back to hand. So I think we'll just break. We have one MU left. Future perfect bid. This is really big for us. What's the bid here? I think he's going to go 2, but I'm a little scared. I just want to access it later again, so I'll bid 0. Oh, he bid 1. Okay, it's a good thing we didn't bid 2. We would have got blown out there. Let's go. Whoops. Wrong server. Clearly want to run the HQ again. I mean, we could pressure the knife just to make him uninstall it, but red herrings. Oh, maybe it's not a caprice in there. Celebrity gift. Okay. Well, if we just keep building our nerve agent, we'll eventually get that future perfect, unless he slams it right now, which he probably should do. Yeah, he's gotta. So there's probably nothing in there anymore. But let's check anyway, get 3 counters. Ichi, pad, celebrity gift. Hmm. 14 creds. Is it worth provoking the res on the remote? We could get wrecked by Ichi, for example. I really want the workshop, but it's not helping us right now. I think we can't afford to do that. I think we just have to install some viruses, put some cards in the bin, try to control R&D once or twice, or control HQ with the cyber feeder credits to make it cheap. Now he's in 5. It's bad news. Deja vu. Well, if he pops it to his hand, we can at least go for free the next 2 times. Okay, he doesn't want to. That's fine. So there's probably nothing in here. Yeah. So on 13 creds, we could try R&D. Worst case, we get completely wrecked. But if he draws another agenda, we're in trouble too. So I'm not sure what the play is here. This wasn't our best draw. Had we had like even a Armitage earlier on, it'd be a little bit better for Econ. The Ice Carver hasn't really performed at all because we haven't had a good way to deal with sentries. So and this would be good against Enigma, which I'm sure he has. Oh man. I think we just get wrecked on R&D if that's what needs to happen. And keep it from drawing an agenda up top. So this is an Ichi, we'll just be sad. If it's toll booth, we'll pay $1 to not lose our $3. Holy moly. So this is 4 power. I actually break that pretty easily. Come back with knifed. Do we risk getting our knifed hit with I've had worse? Or with pup? We're actually so poor. I think we do. Most of our cards are not that good. Let's just pray for our knife to survive. Nice. This medium's good for us. This is what we need to pressure down. So we can throw out the other nerve agent. Keep our cutlery. Second workshop now. It's an econ card, technically, so that's good. I feel like this is maybe too expensive to use. Second workshop is maybe... It's tough, right? If he has Ichi, we what? Click it? Maybe the Deja is not good enough. I think the workshop. I don't think we can really get enough value out of it before the game ends. Guess I could have kept my second cash out and hosted the sucker on the progenitor. But I kind of want the medium to be on it. So if I knife now, he can ETR me. Then he spends his counter and risks us getting in his remote. Oh, there's our ace ops. That's a beautiful thing. So do we just pay a bit of real money to get in here, or do we lay? I think we're going to need the medium. Hopefully he doesn't top deck it right now. If he doesn't, the next turn will be okay to run R&D. If he does top deck, it's going to be scary. Because the 3-action mode, I think, just beats us. He's drawing, so doesn't have it. Playing heads doesn't have it. Icing R&D. Okay. So we have to hit R&D this turn. Grimoire's still in stack. We could host the Parasite and take out some of the smaller ice. I think that's the way to go. See what we got. Don't know if I should knife here. It's an extra $1. And we might get stopped here. Yeesh. So it's at 3 power, 2 power. Yikes. Okay, well that sucks. Losing 2 programs is out of the question. So I have to bring our eater on. out here. So we would get a medium counter if we went through, but it's going to cost us too much. I can bring this off. Looks like your dog's not going to be that useful after all. Maybe he's seen it and not installing any code gates. So now this might be a Jackson. Man, we did not get our Grimoire. Just makes things tough. So suppose we go forked and bust down the Ichi. If we go archives first, we should be able to get a sucker token, make that cheaper for us. Maybe we even force the reshuffle with this. Baku, yep. Oh, Future Perfect's in there. He didn't want to fight me playing it 3 times, I guess. So installing the Mimic doesn't really make sense right now. I think we just need to burn it down with forked. I can let him use the Nisei token here. Okay, so we'll bring it to 2. But we're again not going to access the top card, which is tough. But if he had anything HQ, would have already run it. So I think we just prep for next turn to go in. Am I crazy for pawning this Nerve Agent? Because I think if he has anything, he just puts it right in, right? Yeah, I think we gotta pawn the Nerve Agent. And then we can try the knife this turn and see if he Niseis us. We'll try it anyway. We check that first. I think we just go at it. Ha, nice. So now we go forward for a total of two real credits. to check for the Nisei. I mean, it has to be in there, right? Because I don't think he drew multiple agendas. Can we lose next turn? If that is the Philotic Entanglement, right? Is that what it can be? Then we do lose next turn, so we might have to contest this remote. He's on 12, but he's going to make 3 next turn, so 15. To keep him from scoring out, we'd have to make him pay like a ton of money. Philotic Entanglement is a card that he can have and that he would put in here if he had it. We have to go twice to get in here. I think all we can do is just medium dig, right? Spend everything. He didn't token us. Can Deja Knife, but it's not... Well, Deja Knife could trigger the token. He's going to token last action anyway. I don't think we have any chance at getting into River Forest. I think we just got to hope the next card is the one we need. Oh, we got it. It was what we need. That was our only out, I think. If he tokened us there, I don't think we're getting in the remote anyway. Like, I think if he used it, a last click run. Would have had to win the Caprice, but it would have, and he would have still been able to score out because he's got 4 money a turn. His money was just too much for us to compete on that front, so it was kind of an access game. But we pulled it off. Like, these Hot Feeders end up being the long game recurring content where you actually can do a run per turn. Susanu. Wasn't going through that. No David in this deck. So yeah, I think this deck might need a little bit tweaking. We played 2 of each cutlery, but we found we kind of had, or no, we had 2 fork, 2 knife, and 1 spoon. Ended up being close to right, but the 1 pawn shop is rough. All right, thanks for the games.